Right, so it all began in May 2012.
Elliot, back in the box. We're about to do a short film for you guys.
Just watching people like PewDiePie and Tobuscus back in like 2012 really got me into wanting to make like video content. And like originally, it started with like gaming videos.
How can you lift it? Oh, come on.
Oh, this is fucking scary, man.
I mean, I've made Slender, I've only watched people because I don't have the balls to do it.
But the thing is, like, I'd always been like a drummer since I was about like 12 years old. Like started off just playing local shows, and then I ended up actually playing some pretty hefty shows like in the long run, and that was I love that part of my life. It was just so chill, and it was like the first time I probably like found a passion. It got to a point where I ended up just playing shows like around Russia and just around Europe. Like it was a mad time. It was so sick. But when I was back home, I like always loved making videos. But it all started off like when I wasn't on tour, I'd like make like stupid silly videos online. But when we got to like the editing process of the video, like I just got so invested like in the editing process, and it just literally just went on and on from there. Like trying to make things look cool and like trying to like manipulate the clips to try and make them look like proper funky. Like that was what I fully invested in. But then it literally just all stopped one day. I quit the band and I just stopped making videos. Like it was a bit mad. Like I became a bit of like a party animal. Don't get me wrong, I still like partying, but like it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, to be fair. I was like jumping in and out of like just daytime jobs, just because I couldn't find my feet in like anything that I was doing. But then obviously we got to like now, and then like the COVID lockdown hit.
Unwelcome but expected, the coronavirus has hit the UK.
From this evening, I must give the British people a very simple instruction. You must stay at home.
But I feel like for me, like the first lockdown was, if I'm honest, a bit of like a blessing in disguise. Like it really got everyone to just stand still for a second, and then actually allowed them to like think and like really realize what they want to do with their lives. That for me was basically just creating stories and becoming a filmmaker, basically. So literally for the first like 6 months of that lockdown, I just had my head down. I was just watching YouTube video tutorials, watching other filmmakers like in the industry, just knowing their knowledge and learning more and more about like the filmmaking space. Was so grounded on learning as much as I could about the filmmaking industry. And even now, like I'm still such an amateur, and just every day I'm just trying to learn more and more and more, and meeting new people and getting like knowledge from them and getting advice from them, and just literally I'm a novice right now. I've got my novice head on. So what I did was I started making like little homemade commercials at home during the lockdown period, just literally with stuff around the house, whether it be toothpaste, whether it be a certain product that's just bought in the house, just something that we had in the house, and just try and make like a commercial out of it. So then what I'd do is I'd post like the work on Instagram and like get people's feedback basically. But it was so funny because like no one knew that I was into this stuff or like liked, well, I had the ability to do this stuff. So like people were like, yeah, that's sick, El, but you sure that's your stuff? It was just like, it was a weird one, to be fair. And then what happened was, it was January 2nd, 2021, and I posted some of my work on TikTok at like 10 p.m. Went to sleep and I woke up and the thing had like blown up. Like it got like 500,000 views like in the first day. It was mad. Like it was sick. This is when like loads of small businesses like on TikTok like reached out, like wanting like videos made for their product or for their brand or whatever. And that was really when I started getting like my first like paid clients, was like literally through this TikTok video. That kept kind of what made me feel like, oh shit, I can do this, and people like the stuff that I'm doing. That was like the first like click for me. So literally from January to May, I was still in a full-time job. Then in May, I left my job. I completely quit my job. I had 2 jobs lined up, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. So I got my last paycheck, I handed my notice in, and we are now in October, almost the end of the year, and I'm doing all right. I'm still going, the business is growing, it's getting busier and busier, and it just goes to show like, literally you can do anything if you put your mind to it. Tell you what, I used to brush people off when they used to say stuff like this, because you know it's so cliche, but you can do anything in life, you just need to put your mind to it. Yeah man, that's the story so far, and you can do it too. You 100% can do it too. whatever you've got going on in your life right now and you think, you know what, I'd love to do that, change love to going. I'm going to do that because I know you can. Everyone else around you knows you can. And if the people think that you can't, they're not the right people in your life. Anyway, I've been Elliot. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around, subscribe, and check out my work on my website or my Instagram. And yeah, I love you. See you soon.